Yo, 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 ladies and gents, welcome to the Revolution Pod. Your boy Javier in the house, Victorious, of course, in the house in New Hampshire, and welcome back, friend of the show, head coach, Salem State Vikings men's soccer team, Matt Correia. Matt, welcome back, brother.
Thanks for having me, guys. Always fun being on here.
Absolutely. So Matt was on. I was just checking before we went hot. He was on, I think, in April 2022. It's been that long. It doesn't seem that long.
Wow, over a year?
Over a year plus, almost,
Jeez.
Pushing a year and a half. So we're going to get the scoop with Matt, connect with him, see what's going on with the upcoming season. Yeah, just, we're talking a little bit before we went hot in the production room. Big things to look forward to. Always a tough conference, that Matt's in the MASCAC. So, we'll get into all that, man. Thank you for tuning in, of course. Victorious, here we go, August 30th. Matt, we're here. Riv Pod, we're here.
Yeah, we're fully in.
Back.
We're fully in.
Took a little time off. Summer we skip around a little bit, but football season back, NFL season back, soccer season back, golf season ended. We could talk about Victor Hovland taking down some big money. Ryder Cup coming up, so that's right there. Obviously, Patriots, like you said, fantasy season. Jeez, it's a lot cooking.
It's
right
coming
now.
up. It's a big weekend coming up. It's
The
crazy.
Prem is in full effect. We're here. But we're here with Matt. We're going to get, we're going to catch up with him. Former head coach over at DW. Played down at UMass Boston.
Chill.
Oh, UMass. Oh, my bad. Yo,
Yeah.
Well, remember we were talking about UMass Boston a little bit. I know. Did Henry go there?
Yeah, that was Henry.
I think on the last episode, we were talking about some UMass Boston that I was listening about. So, my bad.
They're very good.
Both you guys came out heavy, yo.
Yes.
Yo.
I mean, they were in my league. I can't say I was UMass Boston.
All right, respect. I know they're in the Little East. Little East Division.
They're
Little East
a very,
Conference.
very good team right now.
Solid, rock solid. I know my man Donna's in there with the Westcon volleyball, so they rock over there too. So, yo, welcome back, Matt. Victorious, take the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man. What's cooking with you guys since last time we linked up?
I mean, UMass Dartmouth for you, right, Matt? Dartmouth?
Yo, take it easy, fam. We already covered that, yo.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Well, I didn't hear the actual.
My bad. You guys both barked at me. I was like, all right.
Yeah, man, nothing new, man. Summer is like pretty much what they keep saying it's over, but it's like, hell no, we get the next 7 days sunny. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live out here. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I know you've been doing some traveling, brother. What's up with you, man? What you been up to?
Right now, full preseason mode. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Yeah, I mean, I did a lot of vacay. This summer was a lot of some good amount of vacay, but also a lot of work. So so traveling was. I think I went a few different spots this year, man. I went to Mexico, Portugal to start the summer. That was great.
Nice.
Yeah, a little trip to San Miguel. Stopped in at Lisbon for a few days. That was awesome. What a way to kick off the summer. That was great.
Sick.
Is your family from the Azores?
Yeah, from San Miguel.
Yes. Yep. Love it.
Is from this area. Is that where all you guys are from?
Yeah, for sure. That's
like crazy. You guys are all related.
Yeah.
That's a big population for sure. That's a big population.
I don't know too many people here from Lisbon, from the main area.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all Azores, bro. It's like all you guys.
But it was my first time going to Lisbon as well,
awesome.
Which has become a hot spot, and I would encourage anyone to go there, man. It was so cool. Really, really good spot.
That's lovely. That's lovely to hear, man. That's great.
Great way to kick off the summer. What else? You said you were in Mexico too?
Did Mexico for a few days. Family had a trip down there, so visited with them. Left early, had to go to North Carolina, work some camps down there, and then came back and a few more camps, and then next thing you know, let's prepare. Yeah, let's get ready to go.
Here we go. August 30th. Like I said, we're recording this about 9:45. We got the the regular season right around the corner. Did you guys get any preseason action, Matt? How did that go?
We were picked to finish second behind Worcester. Normally, the team that won the championship the year before usually gets picked first, and honestly, they deserve it. They're a good squad. They're going to be a tough team to beat, and so we were second behind them. I think Framingham was behind us.
Any games though? I think I don't know if I may have been alluded to that. Like did you guys play any games for preseason?
Oh man, we had a little mix-up. We were supposed to scrimmage MIT. Big miscommunication. We didn't end up playing them. So we actually, we were able to play. Really like an inter-squad scrimmage. Man.
It's all good. You could, behind closed doors.
Yeah. I was gonna say we're not trying to get in the nitty-gritty, but
we're prepared.
Yeah, I was just to say, as long as you got some running, right? As long as you got, able to get
We're
some.
Good to go. We're good to go for this weekend. We're excited.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm just looking at the schedule we brought up right here. You guys are playing at LaSalle. Have you guys played LaSalle before? You guys have any history with them?
Come on now.
We played them last year. We beat them 3-1.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Awesome. Yeah, like I said, got the schedule coming up. Obviously, you're doing some out-of-conference stuff.
First 3 away.
Yeah, we're on the road for the first 3. And
that's fun, though.
That'll be tough. That's going to be tough. I mean, LaSalle will be tough. They have a new coach.
Yeah.
He's doing well. He brought in a good recruiting class.
Okay.
And then Suffolk. I don't know if you know, but Suffolk is one of the top teams in the region now.
Yeah, I saved the penalty against Suffolk. Just saying.
And that's 3 games in 5 days? 3 games in, that's a quick span right there. Quick turnaround.
This weekend alone, you guys know, back-to-back is going to be tough.
Yep.
Oh, wow. 5-6?
Back-to-back. It's Friday, Saturday, yeah. So that's going to be tough. But we're, lucky for us, we got some new guys. We're pretty deep. I think we'll be able to play some guys on Friday. Prepare us for Saturday. So I think we'll manage it as best we can.
Right.
There you go.
Good size roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say that leads us right into the roster. I mean, looked at it real quick. You had I think I counted 29 guys on the website. Matt, anything, we talked about, recruiting is always tough. You're going against other schools, you're going against other divisions. How did that go this offseason? That's really, we talked about before. It's like the bulk of the job.
Yeah, recruiting is huge. Yeah. Recruiting is huge. I mean, if you don't have the players, you're not going to. Right. You can be the best coach of all time, and if you don't have the talent, or you don't have nothing to work with, it's tough to make moves. How did that go for you? I think it went well. I mean, we brought in a pretty good class, and I always look at the class and think if you're playing 3 or 4 of those guys immediately, which I think we will, then I think it was a good class. Right? Those are guys that are going to develop and probably be big time players moving forward in their career. So. We got some new guys that I think will play and get some immediate minutes. So I think it was good. I mean, it can always be better. Of course, there were a couple guys that slipped through. Things happen, or they decide to go somewhere else. Or honestly, some don't want to go to college. Right? Some of the guys that we're recruiting decide maybe college isn't for us. We had a pretty big time player that decided that.
Not to refer to them as kids, but it's like kids. I mean, it's like or young men. You know what I'm saying? It's like these are like decisions that. Yeah, it's
young men trying to figure out what's best for them.
Really it, brother. It's really it. Sometimes you got to make what's best for you, I guess. But
ultimately, myself, I have to understand that maybe college isn't what's best for this particular person. That happens too. You can't force kids to be students. They got to want it.
No, you're absolutely right about that. And what it does is probably does the opposite, right? If you try to shove it down their throat. But I like what you said. Just as far as the class, if you can get some contributions, solid contributions out of a handful of guys, and that pay dividends down the road. We talked a little bit before we went hot, like I said in the production meeting. You got a solid team carrying over from last year. You guys, you did fairly well last year. Obviously, a tough result at the end, but yeah, it's still solid guys around, and if you can add to it, I mean, still should be solid again, Matt. I know we talked, Victorious and I. We got expectations of the Vikings. We know the bar's up there a little bit. I know you have expectations of the Vikings.
We have expectations for ourselves, for sure.
So we already know that. So let's get into some of the nitty gritty. I mean, any teams that you're worried about? Any anything that you're on the schedule that you don't like? Talk about any of the rest of the season.
I would say, our league as a whole has gotten a lot better. There's a couple new coaches. My former assistant is over at Fitchburg State now, and he's recruiting.
What's his name?
Hard.
Can you shout him out?
Yeah, Brad Hosey.
Awesome.
There we go, Brad.
So he played for me at Daniel Webster, and then coached with me when I first got to Salem, and he's doing a great job over at Fitchburg.
All right.
So we know they're going to be better.
Hey, let me find out that we're getting the coaching tree already going. We got Eusebio out there. We got this man Brad out there. Come on, Matt. What are we doing? Who else we got? We got anyone? Is that just 2 right off the top of my head? Who else we got?
Nah, Scott Bellis. Is he with you still? What's up with him?
Yeah, Scarbellis never played for me, but he's still with us. He's awesome.
Come on now.
You don't have to play with you if he's on the win. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
come on. I'm just saying.
Mike Scarbellis and Alex Carvajal are our 2 assistants, and
you should be proud about that, Matt. You should be proud about that, man. Good for you, man.
Sure. For sure.
What else you got cooking? So watch out for Fitchburg State.
But now I have to be worried about it, right? Because Fitchburg State.
I mean, now he's. I don't want to say he's the enemy. There's always love, but like, hey,
he's a competitive guy. He knows.
Right.
When we
that's
play
what I'm
each other,
saying. We're all competitive, right? It's all love, right? We keep it in between the lines, for sure. But that's
so he's second year in. Westfield has a second-year coach. They'll be better.
Nice.
So I saw Westfield last year. I saw those guys play against Riv up at the game. I think you were away at that game. I think that was like a 3-2 win for Riv. For those, not to switch gears, but
I do remember you guys covering that game or talking about that game.
Yep. That was one game out there. But yeah, no, Matt. When I'm thinking about like your team and just in general, like, do you think you got guys who can make like an immediate impact? Like, obviously, it goes without saying, like, you put your starting 11 out there, right? You expect those guys to produce, score goals, get assists, cover ground, the whole thing. But
get shutouts,
the whole thing, from all the way from the whole spine. But do you think you're gonna have like guys coming off the bench, like really like making like a striker? Do you got a midfielder? Is there anyone in particular that like, all right, like, and not to say like off the bench, but is there someone that comes to mind that you think like, I need to go? Like who comes to mind?
Yeah.
And and I think for us, the obvious answer, not to say obvious, we all know, right? Like Brendan Davis goes without saying, right? 5-game winning goals, but like, who else is out there, bro? Like who else we talking?
Yeah, well, I think the obvious answer is we'll see, because we're going to find out really
quickly.
There are guys.
I like that.
There are guys sort of fighting.
I guess I'm a Brendan fan.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Brendan, when Brendan's match fit, he'll probably be in the starting lineup, you would think.
Yeah.
So I think there are guys on our team that are fighting for that role, though.
I love it.
To say, hey, I'm that guy that can come off the bench and do this. I know Walladine, you guys covered him a little bit last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He's still with us, and, he always tends to provide a spark when he comes on.
I like that, Matt. I like that. That's what I was looking for, a name.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking you were at that semifinal game, and if you remember, he played, I think, on that side closer to the crowd. And
he did. I loved it.
Yeah, he's able to create stuff. He's got some speed. When he's going downhill at you,
yes,
he's a tough guy to defend.
I think his pops was in a crowd, or some relative, or someone was in a crowd. But
we have a few new guys, and a few other guys that have been with us for a while that might come on up front or on the right side and provide something similar.
Hey, listen, I love that Huntsman's back. I honestly thought he was gone. I think maybe even last year, a few times, I kept saying, like, he's gone. But, yeah, as a goalkeeper. I think a
lot of people were hoping that he was gone or thought maybe he was gone. But
look at this guy out here. Look at that hair, bro. This guy looks like Ken.
Love it.
Like from a Barbie movie.
He's back, and he's ready to finish this thing out.
Awesome.
Good.
Man. Love it. What's he studying? Do you know what his degree is in, Matt? Not to put you on the spot, brother.
He's a business major, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe specifically in marketing.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've known him for a while.
Yeah, marketing.
Look at that. That's wait past that one, Matt. Good work.
He said he's the most influential person in his own.
He's a jokester.
Unbelievable. He probably believes it though.
I've been coaching him actually since he was like 16. He was on my club team.
Awesome.
Him and my son will get along. My son likes Liverpool, and his favorite goalkeeper is Manuel Neuer. So
yeah,
shout out Lucas.
Hoping for one more big year out of him.
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
What else we got cooking, Matt? We got
Well, your guys from Riviera should be a little bit better. Around just if you're looking at some other leagues in the GNAC, I know they picked up some guys that we took a look at that I think will definitely help them.
Nice
in that league. So it's exciting for you guys if you're able to kind of cover them a little bit.
We won't be covering, but we'll definitely be, we'll be following.
I know you check in on them, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We tap in with them. Where are you? Where are you recruiting? Like, where are some of those guys that you're overlapping? I mean, because you're obviously on the North Shore. Those guys are in Nashua, so you're kind of in between there.
Yeah, I'll take a look in Southern New Hampshire area, and we try. It's just tough because if it's out-of-state tuition for them.
I told Hab. We were talking about it earlier this week, man. Just that whole.
It makes a big difference. That's why our roster is primarily in Massachusetts.
Yep.
Because it's so much more affordable for them. We have a few New Hampshire guys though. Matt Hunson's New Hampshire, Walladale's New Hampshire.
Yep.
We got a freshman goalkeeper from Salem, New Hampshire this year, Matt Ferreira.
Nice.
He'll be good.
Oh yeah.
So a couple of kids from the Nashua area, just like you. I mean, you hit it spot on. We'll look at them and we'll if we offer them. Sometimes we do offer them, but again, like financially, if it doesn't make sense for them, it's just tough.
Yep.
And that's ultimately where a lot of decisions are made is that last part is the financial aid part.
Awesome.
And that has to make sense for these kids, and that's the other thing I won't do as a coach. If it doesn't make sense for them, I'm not going to put them in a hole or push them to do something that doesn't make sense.
Awesome. That all right. That's all to me, all logical, right? If you're, and again, to me, and I'm just thinking back in my day, Victorious, back in your day, it does the opposite effect, right? It turns you off. When someone's kind of, jamming it down your throat, forcing the issue, it's a turn off, big time. So yeah, no, kudos to you, Matt. Just,
I hope you guys make it out to a game.
Oh no, we've been already kind of conversing around needing to get out there.
These guys were there last year. I wasn't able to make it. Victorious went with friend of the show, Justin Spano, of course. He was down there supporting the team, and they had nothing but good things to say. Said the vibe was right. There's some good, good sharing, good elements of, back and forth, I guess. But yeah, I think we threw up a video that got some love from over there.
Yeah, we got clips out there on the YouTube and just the socials.
We got clips from that game
for sure.
Awesome.
What are you saying? Before we said the home opener. Who do you guys got for the home opener?
That home opener is going to be against UMass Dartmouth, actually.
Oh, they come back up again. All right.
Yeah, that'll be a big.
Any ties over there? Anybody that you're familiar with over there still?
Well, their captain is a transfer from Southern New Hampshire that we went after pretty hard. We were, hoping he was going to land with us, but he's from Dartmouth. It made complete sense. It's a good example.
Yeah.
It made complete sense for him to finish his grad year at UMass Dartmouth, close to home. So he'll be a great player for them. They're going to be a little bit better. New coach, second-year coach, who's same thing, trying to build something there because they've been down a little bit, but he's hopefully pulling them back. And that's just going to be a great day because we're on the road for 3. We finally get home, get to play in front of our crowd. Usually Saturdays, you hope for some good weather. And I think it's Camper Appreciation Day, right? Where all the kids that did our camps this summer, we invite them back.
Let's go.
It gets crazy, and they all play a game at half.
Good.
They're all cheering. They walk out with us to start the game.
Yo,
it's a lot of fun.
I'll tell you, this guy is working the Craig Kolick book of coaching, of setting up the foundation, starting young, running the camps. Come on over, back. We still, and Matt, they come back. I'm sure a bunch year after year, dude. You'll see the fruits of that labor, I'm sure, if you haven't already. But good for you, man.
That's so awesome when they're all there. They're cheering the guy. I mean, a lot of my players were able to work
the camps.
They work the camps, so the kids know the players and they want to cheer them on. And so that's a really cool day. So that'll be an exciting day. Hopefully, we can put on a show that day.
I know last episode you came on, you talked a little bit about that too, and I don't know if they did a little video montage or some highlights of some of the guys or something like that, but.
We show them highlights of the guys sometimes. That's what we do. At the camp. Yeah. So we'll do different things at the camp. This past summer we were able to get Miley Malongo on. He zoomed in with us.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of our campers remember him, and he's still playing professionally. So that's always. I mean, he's such an awesome guy.
He's down south now, right? Isn't he with one of these Tennessee?
Chattanooga?
Yeah. The other Chattanooga. Fam, he's in the other Chattanooga.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because we got in one of our latest episodes, we. Assistant coach from Riviera. I used to play with him at Riv. Chris Nugent, English bloke, coaching down at FC. Is it FC Chattanooga?
Chattanooga FC. Yeah.
Chattanooga FC. Yeah. But I know I think Malonga's on the red side of Chattanooga. I don't know what sort of wars are going on, fam. I don't maybe we got to look.
Nah, you got me beat right there. I didn't know that they supported 2 teams, fam.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome that he's still playing. Good. Like to see that he's going, still battling. Love it.
I know he's man. That guy works hard. Works really, really hard.
You'll have to see it. Any other? I know you've had a bunch of kids. Obviously, you're going into what? This is your 7th year at Salem State.
I believe so. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know time flies.
7 at Salem State. How many did you coach at DW? I'm just trying to think of how many, and if you have any.
That can't be right. So I did Salem State 2017, 18, 19, 21, 22. So this will be my 6th season.
Okay.
And I did 6 at DW.
Yeah, 12. I mean, pretty much since you're working, since you got out of college, you've just been.
Yeah, I got lucky. Yeah, I got really lucky.
Right off the bat.
I just wanted to keep playing. I wanted somebody to hire me so that I could be that assistant coach that hops into drills and just plays.
Matt, what would be your advice that you would give to up and coming coaches right now, anyone who might be listening, just in terms of the coaching journey? What are just I don't know some words of wisdom that you want to give out?
Man, there are so many coaches out there now. There are so many kids that are starting early now too. I mean, even some of my guys that like coach little kids, sometimes I have to remind them like, hey, enjoy being a player and then worry about being a coach. But just to be prepared for the journey wherever it takes you, because there's so many different paths and nothing is necessarily better than, I hate when it's like, well, I'm a college coach, so I'm better than a club coach or any of that. I mean, it doesn't, there are some awesome club coaches out there. And then there's obviously, there's some great college coaches out there. So we're really wherever the journey takes you, just enjoy it and do it for the love of the game. And eventually all that other stuff will come. And try to stick it out, try to build something. I'd say sometimes I do get a little frustrated when I see coaches always talking about the next move. I heard this job's open. I heard that job's open.
I like that, Matt. I like that.
Why not
like that.
build something where you are first?
Yeah.
And then maybe move forward somewhere else. So that's, be patient and not just kind of hop from job to job, but enjoy the journey.
You heard that, kids, adults too,
Yes, right. Some delayed gratification in there for sure. Some delayed gratification. It's not, it's not going to come instantly sometimes. It's not going to come with the first crack for sure. Just stay with it. Just stay the course.
And have tough skin, because there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with you all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
Hey, listen, that's coming from winning coach, and we can say it because you're a winning coach, brother. So I think for us, obviously, we appreciate it all. I think just having you being on here, just spreading, your words, spreading your knowledge, and just being here. It's cool, man. We to think about it, play with you, man, and seeing you along the journey again. It's pretty awesome, Matt. So yeah, man.
Still trying to play.
Yo, I had a quick question. I had a quick question for you that I jotted down, Matt. So obviously we know you're at Salem State. The budget. It's a state school. The budget might not be all that. It might be all that. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs, and I don't want to assume. But if you had like 10 times a budget that you had, where would that go? Would it go on recruiting players? Would it go on facilities? Would it go on like road trips, like getting playing further, scheduling? Like what do you? If you could increase that budget 10x, if you got $100K and you get to $1 million, where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, I can say this first, that our fundraising has taken an incline, and we have a lot of supporters out there that I really, really appreciate that sort of take care of our program. And it's been huge. It really has been huge. And that stuff helps us do things, a part of our program that are, like you said, taking trips or staying, we're going out to MCLA. Let's have a nice dinner after. Let's stay the night after. Having a nice banquet, in the springtime, we always have a really nice banquet. All that stuff gets funded through our fundraising efforts. So
huge.
That
makes such a difference, Matt. Makes such a difference. And like you said, it's all part of that family. It's all part of that atmosphere. Yeah. It's all part of everyone believing, chipping in.
The whole
thing. Something as small as practice gear. These tops. That way our guys have stuff gear, they can wear.
Need some
gear. We said it too. We need some gear.
And listen to all the people out there. You know what I'm saying? Follow Matt. Subscribe, share, all that whole thing.
Good for you, Matt. I love you. I love that shout out because that's they play such a major role in it. It goes unnoticed. It goes unnoticed sometimes for sure. Shout out to all the supporters right now, the Vikings making things happen.
That happens in the off season too. Sometimes it's like it's easy to do that stuff in the season, but in the off season, the fact that we still have people supporting us is huge.
Yeah, still keeping the energy up, still keeping the word and the vibe up. Absolutely. That makes a difference for sure. What now just to jump back real quick, and now if you can 10x it, what are you putting a dome over? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think all that stuff, right? Having we could probably renovate our locker room. We could have all that stuff. But that's at our level, Division III level. We're all dealing with the same budgets. That's what really makes it so competitive. It's really deal with the elements. Not everything's going to be perfect. That's what we preach to our guys all the time is, it's not about our locker room. It's not about all these other things. It's about winning and losing. Did you win or did you lose?
Matt, from like a tactics perspective, Like, what would you say like is your game? Like, are you like, you feel like you're like a motivator? You getting guys down to X's and O's? Like, where do you feel like you kind of capture your guys? Where do you feel like you kind of get the best out of them? Where do you feel like your specialty is as a coach?
I think guys develop in our program, and I think we have great leaders that, it starts with them, and our young guys sort of see that and they feel that right off the bat, the importance of putting everything into it, and that, you only have 4 years to be here. So making sure it's an incredible experience. And I think what I try to do every day as a coach is, of course we go over stuff and, we have our training sessions and all that, but it's more so just making sure these guys recognize that it goes by quick, and to make it the best possible experience that they can.
Yeah.
And that's what we talk about that a lot. And obviously recruiting players is a big part of that, recruiting good players, but then getting the best out of them. We feel like if players come into our program, they are going to reach their potential. We feel that way, and that, we believe that. And I think that has really attributed to some of the success that we've had over the last few years.
It's good.
Love that.
No, appreciate it. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff, man.
I was good. Like, when you started going there, I was like, oh, what do you like? You mean like 4-4-2? Like, what are we doing? I didn't know it was.
Yeah, I mean, we run the same stuff for the most part, but it's game to game is different. Like, there are games where we know we're going to be. When we play Tufts this year, they're 25th in the country. We know we're going to probably be defending a little bit more. So that week tactically, we're sort of going over that. And then there's games where we feel like we're going to be able to keep our foot on the gas pedal, and we can be a little bit more open and free and attack minded. And so there's game by game is so different. So you try to get an idea of who you're playing, what type of game it's going to be, and prepare that way. And then, of course, sometimes that gets thrown out, right? Because sometimes you don't know what happens. Sometimes you get punched in the mouth by a team you thought you were going to walk all over.
Right. And not to bring up last season, I feel like there were a few of those games last season, Matt, where you guys got punched in the mouth a little bit. I don't mean to bring this one up, but Endicott was I feel like that not only was that like a punch, but that was also a kick while you were down.
Yep.
Yeah. I know you personally, so I had to kind of touch on it because I know, I think about that, Matt, because
Endicott is a tough. I mean, they're a very, very good team regionally.
Yeah.
So we were pretty fired up for that game, and we felt like we started that game really well.
Crazy.
And then, we start. It was a crazy game. We almost went up a minute in, and then next thing you know, I don't know if you saw the goal, but the first goal they scored was a great goal.
I can't. It was so many goals, Matt. I just remember just hysteria, bro. Just nuttiness. But
it was one of those games where we're kind of looking at each other like, man, how are we down 3-0 right now?
Yeah.
We're down 3-0. But Endicott's that type of team. If you make any mistake, they will make you pay for it. They're that good.
Yeah.
So you have to play a clean, sharp game, and you got to limit your mistakes against teams like that because they'll.
Now you said it. You said the conference just like you can't don't.
And
sleep.
Every conference game is
for sure.
I mean,
it's a dogfight.
In any conference, right?
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, we've won a lot of games in conference over the regular season the last few years, but you look back and how many of them were 1-goal games or games that we won at the end. So it can go either way, and those are so crucial though, man. Those points really, really matter. And we play 7 conference games, so you got to get those points. We're opening up against Fitchburg in conference this year. And that's going to be a massive game for them at their place under the lights on a Friday night.
He's going to be pumped, huh?
They're good. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. So they didn't make the playoffs last year, but that doesn't matter. That was last year.
Yeah, that's last year.
Everybody's 0-0 going into this year. So it's fun. I told our guys today, actually, do not, our game's coming up on Friday and it's exciting, but don't take any day for granted, because the minute the season starts, next thing you know, it's going to be playoff time, and it's done. It's over.
Classes start, drama starts, life starts, parties start. So kids, hydrate. Don't even be partying. Actually,
our guys are pretty disciplined.
Oh man, one thing, what you just said right there, though, Matt, it'll fly by. It's August 30th, like we said. Tomorrow's, September starts. It'll be late November before we know it. Crunch time. We're looking ahead, seeing what's going on. The bulk of the season already passed, and we're like, what's going on?
Exactly.
It'll be here before we know it. So, yes, for sure.
Trying to stay in the present a little bit.
Yep, we know. Our buddy Jeff Costa, he's got his volleyball season coming up there at Riv. Same thing. Like I mentioned Don before, so it's fall season is in full swing. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Jeez, I can't even say like, share, subscribe in like one sentence. Never mind that.
Did Jeff Costa took over for Craig Kulik?
That's correct. Yep, wow. He took over. Last year was his first year. They made it to, I think, the conference semis. And, he had like a couple of really solid plays on his team. This is his second year coming up. This fall coming up. Yep.
I know volleyball has always been big at Riv. Now, is the men and women?
He's taken over the women's coach. Kolick is still doing the men's coach.
Okay.
Yep.
So last year, right around this, fast forward a few months, you guys like lost in the playoffs. Like, I want to see like the same day. And I remember me and Hav had to like kind of come back because we.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty.
We almost like took the week off just to like think of everyone.
Tough scene.
Not to bring it back, but I remember being like, "Fuck," excuse my language, but I'm like this sucks. Like obviously not for you, but we were hurt. We were hurt, bro. Like we're all here, like, damn, these are our teams. Like Riv was out.
Vic, I do remember you. I do remember you texting me the day after the season, and I appreciate that. You texted me something like, saw the result or heard about the result, and that is by far the toughest day of the year for any coach.
Yeah, I couldn't even. I didn't want to touch you like the minute that that's like you sleep, but I'm like, listen, this man, I'm gonna show my and that's what it is. You put your heart, soul into it, and I've coached, I've almost cried at U6 level with my son, like pissed off. So, like, never, you know what I'm saying? So I get that, I wear my heart on my sleeves. So, I empathize big time, brother.
When you chase excellence, it can be painful not getting there.
For sure.
For sure.
But victorious,
it's worth it when it's worth it when you do get there.
For sure. Yeah, unbelievable. Matt, so we've been chatting here for, a little bit over a half hour. We talked a lot. Went through some of the DW, touch back on that. Went through a bunch of the my bad. It's UMass Dartmouth. Went through obviously all through Salem State. Touched on some of the the schedule coming up. Big game coming up Friday at LaSalle. What else? Anything else that you want to chat about? Anything else that you want to get off off your chest? Anything want to some OT, Matt? It's up to you, man. Whatever we're here on the Riv Pod episode 93. We're just glad to have you on, fam.
How are you feeling about Messi being in the MLS? How's that? I mean, you must be covering that a ton, I would imagine.
We're fam. I'll give you the lead on that one.
So I'm gonna update you right now. Tonight he drew for the first time. He's won every game since. Tonight they drew 0-0. He played the whole game. It was a league game. It's not a loss. What he's doing for the league, Matt, I'll just cover, is incredible. Goes without saying. I think what he's been doing for the team is incredible, and I think it's a testament to just, I don't want to just say one player, because to say that Sergio Busquets and Alba and, those guys, that's also important too. That's critical, actually. But, gosh, talk about, like, guys playing for you, right? Like, that's what you look for. Man, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I think for USA, what anybody could dream of. I love it.
I think sort of what he said. I mean, it's what greats do. They just attract. I mean, those guys came because he was here, and now everybody's playing at a different level. And like you said, what it's doing for the sport in this country, what he's doing for it is just getting people so interested, so involved. You hear your friends who probably never talk about the sport asking you about it, and oh, hey, did you see that he did this? Or you see he did that? So just attracting everyone is
all I hear about is Messi, not the other guy. But
yes,
hey, he might be here soon too. You don't know. Who knows?
Nah, I think he's out there for a bit. I think he's really out there leading the charge. I think he's like the president over there, honestly. Honestly, I think at this point now it's really kind of cut and dry. I don't even think there's no way he'd step foot anywhere with Messi. If I'm being honest, I think he's settled over there, and I could be wrong. I don't know, but I mean, ask Hav. He's he's just ordered the underwear. I think.
Nah, believe me.
Let me tell you this, and then I'll probably hop off here. Is when I was in Lisbon, we were leaving. It was a Tuesday, and we were leaving on Thursday, and Portugal was playing on Saturday, and I didn't realize it. I would have, if I had realized that, I obviously would have gone to the game. I would have stayed. And it's too bad that happened, because now I'm looking at flights, changing my flight, trying to buy tickets to the game. Can I pull it off? Had some things I had to. Eusebio's wedding was that Saturday. I didn't want to miss his wedding. You guys know Eusebio?
Yeah, of course. Seeing it happily newly married.
I'm sitting there. If I had planned it better,
he would have wanted you to go.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a great point.
He would have wanted you to go.
Yeah, I'm underrated comment.
Damn, Matt, I could see it on your face. Just like the disappointment there.
Yeah, Matt's heated. Matt's pissed.
Unlucky. They were playing in Lisbon though.
Yeah, playing in Estadio de Luz.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I had just finished touring it.
What a stadium. That's been Champions League a few times, I think.
Yeah, and the guys touring it just kind of mentioned to me, hey, you're coming to the game on Saturday.
Hey.
Like, oh, no, I'm leaving Thursday. So that was...
that's tough, Matt. That's a tough break, brother. That's a tough break.
I'm going to have to see them. We'll see them. I'll see them in 2026 here.
I was going to say, man.
Awesome. So, hey, let's do this. We'll link up. We'll put the link of the schedule coming up. We'll put, the Salem State Vikings soccer link, Matt. We'll put that wherever we have the show, YouTube, IG, Facebook, all the socials. So we'll link all that up. Successful camps you had this year too. Love to hear that. Looks like you got some returning guys too. Trying to get more out into more cities. You're trying to get out into more towns too.
Yeah, I mean, the camps have been great. They're fun. They're fun. The kids love it. So if we can expand and, offer that to other towns, just do it. Yeah, let's do it. If we have the staff to do it.
Be on the lookout for that too,
But I appreciate you guys supporting us. I hope, obviously, once we get going on Friday, it's sort of tunnel vision.
Yes.
But I know that you guys...
Glad we caught you before, Matt.
Yeah, and I know that you guys cover us a little bit, and I appreciate that.
For sure.
Hopefully we can, provide positive news for you guys.
Yeah. Sometimes we gotta call it for real. You know what I'm saying? What it is, but we're not out here trying to shit on nobody. We just want to just it's all respect. It's all love.
And for sure, Matt, always friend of the show. So we appreciate you coming on, man. Appreciate you. I know you and Vic stay connected. We try to, like I said, I think I'm following some of the Salem State socials. So yeah, man, we just appreciate you coming on and sharing your soccer knowledge, your coaching expertise, good coaching questions that you asked Victorious.
Okay, I like that. I like what I'm saying.
Couple good ones over there.
Yeah, I had more, but I was being nice.
I'll give you the last 60 seconds here. Just anything about the program coming up this season. Anything you want to drop there?
I would just say that we're excited. We got a group of guys that are pretty fired up, that have a goal in mind, and are going to be fun to watch. So if there's people out there that are interested in watching us, come check us out. Salem is a great place to be, especially in the fall, especially in October. It's a very popular place to be, and you can squeeze in a game as well. I think people that watch us enjoy us and think to themselves, hey, maybe I'll watch these guys again.
Hey, and you're on YouTube, right?
Yeah, all of our games are streamed on YouTube.
So are we.
Yeah,
so we'll get it out there, right? Get the Revolution Pod, subscribe, share, and we'll get it out there, Matt. That's how we do it, brother.
We got you.
Awesome, Matt. So thank you jumping on episode 93. He's going to take off. The boys are going to be back, Javier and Vic, but we want to thank Matt for coming on, of course, and we'll catch up. And episode 93. Appreciate it, Matt.
Thank you, guys.
All right, peace, brother.
Later, brother.
All right, Maddie. Appreciate you coming on.
Unbelievable. Damn, how about it? This guy's a legend.
Guys, honestly,
I love it. You know, legend within his own right. I'm just saying, within our own crew, people that we know.
Hey, he's got the coaching tree going, which is awesome. Man. He's got some kids who have already graduated and doing not only other coaches coming, but like kids already graduated and doing their thing. Got the camps going, so starting them young.
Yep. Yeah, love hearing the coaching stuff
like
too.
You got the Craig Kolick formula going on right now.
What is going on here? Great stuff,
you got the
man.
Craig Kolick formula.
Go Vikings, man. Go Vikings, and shout out to Matt. Good luck this year, man. We are looking forward to covering it. Yeah, just had a great time. Yeah, again, having Vic here, man. We're looking forward to bringing you a few more minutes, fam. What's going on? What's the drill?
Let's do it. A few more minutes. Let's bang it out. Episode 93. Your boys are in the house. We got, like I said before we went, before Matt jumped into most of Salem State stuff, in the little intro, so much on the sports world. We got football coming up. We got the Prem cooking. I know Man United was playing in a couple games. They had a tough one against Forest there that almost got away from them. They, took out 3 points out of that one. But, Victor Hovland took down the BMW, took down the FedEx. One back-to-back over there.
Super impressive. Like, those are like big events, right? That's not like, I'm not taking anything away from Lucas Glover. I'm not taking anything away from him, but like,
that's a different ballgame. Yeah,
right. Like these back-to-backs, right?
That's a different ballgame.
Yeah,
for sure.
I figured.
Ryder Cup has been selected. They did the 6 automatic picks on points.
1 month.
Yeah, I think it's just about 1 month.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. But
no, that's fair. I asked my cube man. I think he said around the same time.
Nice. So
testing you guys.
JT was picked. A couple fuzzy picks out there. A couple dicey picks.
What?
JT's on the team.
How the?
Brooks got on there. Brooks, I think, deserved to get on there, but a live guy on there. I think Sam Burns got on there. A little dicey, but they Keegan was left off, who was up there in contention, was left off. He was one of the guys. Maybe Lucas Glover. But I don't know. There was like, that's a quick PGA. PGA's on break.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if you've had any fantasy drafts, fam. I don't know what's cooking on those streets. I don't know if you guys have something coming up.
This upcoming weekend, man. I got the 11th pick out of 12.
Soccer, fam. I don't know what you want to talk about. OT, fam, we're here.
No. Let's just get right into
Correia.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
Come on, Salem State. We've been pumping with them.
Yeah, we're all Vikings. We're all Vikings this season. Yeah, fam. Let's get right into it. OT.
Revs.
1-0 win, by the way. Big win today. Earl Edwards got the shutout.
Sold Petro for 15 plus. I don't.
Yeah,
but
what business,
fam? Now in the EPL now, just ready to start. I mean, that was quick.
He's already chilling on the bench. I looked for it. I didn't think he'd be starting, but my man was definitely on the bench. And the Revs are now $17 million richer, no coach, and still in second place.
Where is Bruce?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on. I mean, this is the Richie Williams show now.
This
is the Richie Williams show.
I know we still get tickets to go to the Revs. We still get games to get to the Revs.
We're not going until Bruce.
Are we on strike?
They were on strike.
We paid for those tickets. I don't know about that.
He's like, now there's real money involved here. Yeah, Richie Williams. Yeah, I mean, obviously we didn't see Bruce.
Enough.
No talk of Bruce. No nothing.
Enough.
I saw Bobby Wood coming off the bench. Yeah, Giacomo with the goal. Oh, what a lovely pass from Mark Anthony. I don't know if you saw it or saw the highlights, fam, but it was a beautiful pass. I know we're still gonna go into OT, but we're talking a little Revs right now.
Yeah, we're talking about whatever we want.
Yep. So good to see that. Messi, just mentioned it with Matt. These guys tied 0-0. Yeah, they're creeping up though. I guess they're not totally in last place. That now belongs to Toronto. But yeah, fam, just soccer all around, fam. The soccer everywhere. You talked about it. United Champions League draw tomorrow. I think on Friday. Right. I know some teams finished out today in the Champions League, so we'll discuss more of that in these upcoming episodes. I just told you I got my draft this upcoming weekend. Right.
Fantasy football?
Yeah, fantasy football. Got the 11th pick, so kind of get that, around the win.
Nah, fam, I sent you I got my survivor team. I got my pick'em pool. I know I sent you the names over there.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw my team names.
I
was pretty happy about them.
I have to go back to it. I was seeing
one of my teams is the Nasty Boys.
I like that.
Shout out, Knobs.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. Yep.
My other one, the Stallion is. My other one, all the way up.
Yep.
And my other one, Suck on My.
Oh,
It's my little Korean,
yeah,
for
these
my
are
Korean
good.
friends.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, fam, great names. I love it.
But that's always funny to get into, like, fantasy football names. I got 2 drafts coming up next week.
How did
I got a best ball draft.
How did I miss that?
I got a best ball draft coming up. I sent you the hilarious meme about this one, like this one over here, fam. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yo, and it's true, bro. Like, what is going on? What, like, yo, it's like, bro, you should not be talking, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes I be talking too, but like, nah, it's like,
yo,
nah,
fam,
actually, I look
OT,
alright. Yeah.
OT, what are we doing?
I don't
OT,
know, man.
let's go. What are the streets talking? What's going on? You have any meals? You run into anybody zesty, anybody spicy, giving you some attitude? Any travels, fam? What's going on? Work emails?
Travels.
I just went out to Denver, fam. I'm about to rip on JetBlue.
Oh.
I got, I almost bundled somebody at the market basket. At the Market Basket Donut. Donut thing. Remember I told you about that?
It's like death, taxes, and then there's like Vic and have conversations on Saturday mornings about our Market Basket. Honestly, it's kind of funny.
Why people on Market Basket? Yo, talk
people
about
are whack though.
Spicy, yo. People on Market Basket need to fall back.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Damn, what the hell happened the other day? Man, I feel like I don't know. Just people are just nuts. I feel like just with the school year starting up, people just a little bit more tense. Just more cars on the road.
That's a fact,
I know it's the summer, but it's like now you got even more cars and you got more people just kind of out and about being reckless in some ways. People there's always people in rushes, but now everyone's in a rush. And yeah. It's just, back to school, back to school, man. I guess that's the other thing too, right? All these kids back to school. I seen little Lucas get on the bus. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? Peace. He ran off. Yo, have a good time, man. I know all the kiddos are back. So playing soccer, UA travel, like, I don't know, man. It's just gonna be busy, fam. I can get into it all, but do the people really want to hear it?
Nah, I think what you said was right. It's like, yo, it's back to school, busy. Everyone in a rush. Everyone feeling a little anxious.
Yep.
Kind of get back into the routine of things. Weather's gonna start cooling down. We're going to start losing some daylight. So all that comes into effect. And then, pretty soon snow will be here. Sundays are going to...
slow down,
fam,
bro.
Sundays are going to be locked up. It's football season.
It's true.
So, no, that's all good. But I think in general, fam, like I was at the airport too. And like, this Savage is at the airport, fam. That's like international waters, bro.
You were probably in there in probably the craziest of times.
Yo. It's like
crazy times, like people, going on vacations with their kids, when they start school, already breaking truancy laws. Like, come on, man.
Yo, fam, a couple things off OT, and I don't know if you want to bounce off them real quick.
Please.
But went to a wedding out in Denver. Went to 2 weddings this summer. Unbelievable.
Nice.
Just to get back into weddings, fam. Like, yo.
Hey, congratulations to the Loves, man.
Yeah, of course. First and foremost, went to like a lovely little joint out there in Denver. A nice Jewish ceremony out there. I'm like, yo,
nice.
Come on, like nice traditions out there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Pretty cool stuff, man. Went to another one earlier this summer. Out down in Sharon, and just had a fabulous time. Weather was right. Just the venue was unbelievable. But, yo, wedding season. Love is in the air this summer, fam.
Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. No, it's we were slated to go to one next Friday, but just the timing. I mean, we knew ahead of time. Obviously, we're proper people. We gave people appropriate heads up. But just in-laws are away. I'm starting my new position.
Hey.
School, bro. It's like just the worst possible time. But shout out to my boy Dre. He's getting married to his girl, fiance. So just want to show love to the homie Dre. He's in the draft this weekend. So I know sometimes he'd be tuning in. So yeah. Wedding season, love, all that.
I was gonna say, don't mean we're gonna take it any easy in the draft. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely does not.
I got so many notes written down. I know we've talked about some, fam, but I got like went to kids museum this summer. Like, parents are the worst. Not watching their kids. Yelling like crazy. Somebody coughed, didn't cover. Talk about lack of awareness, spaces in between cars. That we went on the whale watch, spatial awareness. Talked about that a lot. We shout out to Maddie. We did that. Played some golf a little while ago. And then the only thing I have is like that donut thing, fam. Like, I don't know if I talked about that on the pod. Did I hit that one on the pod?
What donut? What do you mean?
When I was
dessert?
No, when I was at Market Basket, almost got in a battle.
Oh yeah, with the dude with it's like, bro, like what? Like go
so
ahead,
I'm at Market Basket. I'm at Market Basket. They have the little donut cabinet there. You open it up. There's like a row of muffins, there's donuts, bagels, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Grab a tissue, grab your joint. Stuff in a bag, keep it moving. So I'm in line. Somebody's there in front of me. Old man Winter was there in front of me doing his thing. I hop in behind him. All of a sudden, this other guy. The old man Winter finishes. I'm about to step up. This guy came out of nowhere, fam. Boom, swoops in and like jumps in front of my way, and I'm like, I look at him like, what's the deal? And then I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna, I step right up next to him, so we're both there doing our thing. And then like I see him grab like something without like a tissue, fam. It's silly. Well, I see him grab something without like just claw it. Ugh. And I'm like, yo, I said something, and I'm like, come on, man. And he's like, what? Like. And I'm like, it literally says on the thing, like, use a tissue. So I said, like, here, right here, bud. And he's like, no, like, I'm just grabbing the one I'm using or whatever. I'm just like, bro, like, can you read? And like, yo, he started huffing and puffing. I'm like, bro, like, what do we? It was like 7:30 in the morning. We're huffing and puffing about donuts, but I'm like, bro, like, this is society, bro.
Yeah,
like
this guy's probably been up since like 4:30, just pissed at everyone. Like,
but I'm like, dude, we have to get to. Like throw hands about donuts because you're an animal.
Right. Like
yo,
you
bro,
did this, buddy. You're in the
You
wrong.
did this.
Yeah, you did this, pal.
So I'm like, I don't. You have to drag me out of there. I'll rock somebody. I don't. My patience is thin, fam. My patience is like, I gotta get on my woosah joint.
Nah. It's it's the year 2023, right? We're all just trying to get better in life, and that's all we can do. Recognize, you know what I'm saying, when the feelings come in, and just know when you got to step away.
Awareness, just self-awareness.
Yeah, not many people got it, fam.
Went to the homie Kirk's 40th birthday party, fam. It's the year of the 40th. Went out there, did some axe throwing, did some hibachi, had a blast.
Wow.
Getting that sake, So did that,
Yeah.
Fam, it's just, we're here. Riv Pod in the house. Feels good to be back.
Yes.
Try to come back more regularly now.
Yeah,
listen, now that summer's a little, of course, we're still, we're here and there. We do what we want. So just be on the lookout, man.
Dropping lives, which definitely, I think for me, that's probably
little watch parties.
That's really it, and it's just, it's practice for us. Again, some videos hit, some don't. That's all part of it, but
we appreciate all the support, man. There's definitely people jumping in the comments. We've seen Spano in there. Yep. Seen some new cats, Timmy O up in the mix.
Definitely shout out to more subs, more people interacting again on the comments, and shout out to the people on the YouTube. Shout out to the people on the socials. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, definitely. Actually, two people wanted to shout out. Obviously, former guest of the show too, Anthony. I know, Ant, the homie Ant. Hey. I know he's got his company out there. I don't want to I want to say it's Commonwealth Energy. I told him I'd give him a little plug. But, shout out to Anthony and Commonwealth Energy. And then shout out to one of my boys, Adrian Zeno. My man, I used to work with him out in Lowell, out in these residential homes, fam. And, my man's out here doing like a moving vehicles, kind of like helping people with tows and stuff. So, yeah, shout out to the homie, Adrian Zeno. He's on the socials. We follow him. And, it's been a while. I've been meaning to shout him out for a bit, but, we go back. So.
The support
based out of Lawrence, you know what I'm saying, Merrimack Valley. So just
always trying to show love, always trying to support, and it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? We get a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So we always appreciate that, and we try to give it back out. You know what I'm saying, to the people, to the streets. That's how we do it. So, the only thing, fam, leave off with a couple things. Shout out, like I said, the wedding I went to, Brianna and Andrew. Congratulations, Elena, and my buddy, who was it? Adam, my buddy Adam. Shout out. Riv Pod in the house.
Yep.
It's just, fam, lots of energy there. Shout out to Matt for coming through. Just blessed us with lots of good stuff. And I don't know, fam, if you got anything else, OT, You want to shout out the people? Anything looking forward to? Anything coming up this weekend before we next hit up with the people?
Yeah, we got Labor Day weekend coming up, right? We got a long weekend. The weather's gonna be beautiful. I know that we don't start games for Lucas up until the 9th. So yeah, try and enjoy this last part of summer, I guess, right before we go into kind of full gear. But by that time, fam, be full, football, pigskin. Game, another game down in the Prem, Europe, the whole thing. Just and more information for us to give. So, fam, what more else can I say? What can I tell you?
That's it, man. Yeah, we appreciate everybody sticking with us. Again, it's August 30th. We're finishing up about 10:30. Episode 93. Special guest Matt Correia on. Victorious and I just went through, gave you a little something after. And, fam, that's it, yo. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you next time.
Boom, boom.
Peace.